Hello everybody, this is Oski, and I just did another video like this where we're going to fix a collab in the game and its pricing in the item shop. And as well as some other things, but the collab we're talking about today, I just did Adventure Time in the last video. Now we're going to be talking about a little bit older collab, but it's another one with a huge bundle and a lot of cosmetics, and it costs a lot of money. We're talking about Mortal Kombat, okay? So immediately when this dropped in the item shop, I had a problem with it. I thought it was overpriced. I really didn't think they did as well as they could have with this bundle. And I have some definite problems with the way the item shop works. So let's fix those problems. First of all, we're going to talk about the skins and how I would change them and their cosmetics and their pricing. All right, so let's get this thing started. So currently, Scorpion and Raiden, Kitana, all of them are 1,500 V-Bucks. None of them come with a back bling. Scorpion comes with the most styles. He has his mask off and a skull style. And then Kitana just comes with a style to take her mask off, which to me does not count as a style. Raiden has 0 styles. So none of them have back blings. They're all 1,500. That's a crime. That should never be allowed to happen. I don't know why people aren't complaining about it more, but Epic Games keeps doing it because they're getting away with it. And I don't want that to be the standard. So let's fix these skins. Starting off with Scorpion, my personal favorite. Scorpion is going to be 1,800 V-Bucks, which is a 300 V-Buck price change increase, but I'll explain why this is worth it. He's going to have all his current styles, but he's also going to include a Mortal Kombat 11 version. I really like his design in Mortal Kombat 11, and so yeah, you're obviously going to be able to take off the mask with that style as well, and have the flaming skull with that style as well. So he's going to have basically double the customizability or customization options than he currently has. And here's the kicker. The reason that he's 1,800, and we've seen this in the past, he's going to include his back bling, which he should. I would remove the flaming skull from his back bling. I think just the swords in that X formation is better. I think the flaming skull is a little bit redundant when you already have his flaming skull style, but maybe you can have an option to turn it on or off. I think that's a great way to do that. So he's going to include his back bling. He's also going to include the swords because the swords are essentially the same as the back bling. You know, when you pull out the swords, the back bling's gone essentially except for the skull. So I think he should include his back bling and pickaxes. And so that would remove the need to purchase both those two things for 800. Especially when they have back bling and the pickaxe that are interactive together. I think that should be with the skin, not sold separately. Otherwise, you're scamming people because back blings should always be with skins. All right, so now let's talk about the next skin. I'm going to do the same method for all of them, basically. Kitana, she's going to be sold for 1,800 as well, and she's also going to include her back bling and pickaxe, just like Scorpion, because the same as Scorpion, they're interactive together, and the back bling deserves to be with the skin, so we might as well include the pickaxe. 1,800, I think that's a fair asking point. I would also give her the MK11 outfit as a style. You can obviously take mask on, mask off for both of those. So now she has double the styles, way more value, and finally, I would fix her outfit by either giving her full black tights instead of the shorts, or honestly, I personally don't have a problem with the shorts. I know a lot of people do. I think the shorts are fine. I would just extend like that black arrow, like the kind of like the bottom part of a bathing suit. I would extend that black section all the way down to like her entire crotch because right now it looks a little goofy. Yeah, so I would change that and I'd be fine with the skin. I think it looks great already, but that would make it look way better and the extra styles would be great. And I think they should be included the back bling and pickaxe. Finally, for skins, let's talk about Raiden. I would include his back bling with him because it's ludicrous that it isn't. Just because it's reactive does not mean this is worth selling separately for 400 V-Bucks. It's honestly stupid. I'm calling you out, Epic Games. Stop doing this shit. And I would also include his pickaxe with him. So that would still be 1,800 V-Bucks, just like Kitana and Scorpion. I think it's worth it. He would also have an MKX style. That's just my personal favorite Raiden design. If you liked another one, just replace that, basically. And you would also have an option to remove his hat if you desire, because I know a lot of people are kind of complaining about that. People that care about aim down sights, you should be able to have that option. And if you think 1,800 is too cheap for like Raiden or Scorpion, I could see that. Specifically with how cool their pickaxes are. Raiden's pickaxe is very reactive, very animated. Scorpion's pickaxe, same way. It has flames when you actually swing it. So I would be fine pricing those two at 2,000, and I would be fine paying 2,000 because you pay 2,000 for let's say Scorpion and his pickaxe and back bling instead of 2,300, which is what it is right now. All right, now let's talk about the bundle. All three of these skins would be in a bundle still, and the bundle would be 2,800 V-Bucks, which is a value of 5,400 V-Bucks worth of things in that bundle for the three skins, backblings and pickaxes included. So that's a pretty good deal. And I would also include an emote bundle. Okay, we're gonna take all 6 of the emotes. It's gonna be 1,800 value because they're all 300. And the price of that bundle is going to be 1,000. So a 1,000 V-Buck emote bundle. I personally don't care about emotes very much, especially part of collabs. So I would be fine, just not buying this. And that's why I like to separate these things. Having you be forced to buy the emotes in the bundle is kind of scummy because a lot of people don't care about emotes. And I think it's stupid to make you buy those if you want everything. This would total all the cosmetics at 3,800 V-Bucks, which is 200 more than they all together in the big bundle currently are right now. So a lot of people might, disagree with this pricing strategy. However, you got to keep in mind, I have given them all additional styles, doubling their edit styles, which boosts the value of the skins. I would think that it's okay to, bump it up those 200 V-Bucks based on the styles. And also, you aren't forced to get the emotes if you don't care. So the bundle, like the skin bundle, is just 2,800 V-Bucks versus having to buy a 3,600 V-Buck bundle. I personally would just do that. So you're not forced to pay the 3,800, but if you really want the emotes, that's 1,000. And I'd rather just get all the skins, which is now 800 V-Bucks less in that new proposed bundle. This new proposal would also mean you get the skins and their backblings and pickaxes for a way better deal, yet not almost making you pay like the price of the whole bundle, 2,300 the way it is now. Instead, you get them for 1,800, their entire set. I think that's how it should be. And the main problem I have with this collab is the removal of backblings as a part of the skin, because now you don't get the backbling unless you get the pickaxe too. Which oftentimes people do not care about pickaxes. If you buy a skin from the item shop, you're buying it for the skin, and the backbling was always a nice bonus. A lot of people don't go out of their way to buy the skin and the backbling. If they're going to do that, they'd buy the whole bundle. So I think it's really scummy that they're not doing this anymore, and they're trying to move towards this. Right now in the item shop, for example, Dino is 1,200 V-Bucks. No back bling, and it's honestly a trash skin in my opinion. And the back bling is 400 V-Bucks sold separately. 1,600 V-Bucks for both of those? That's a scam. That's ridiculous. That's more money than all of the epic skins usually are. Like all purple rarity. I know we don't have rarities anymore, but like that's more money than a collab skin for something that would have been 1,200 altogether in the past. It's ridiculous. More people need to speak up about it. I know I've made a ton of videos about this, but I'm really frustrated. What do you guys think about this? Let me know if you'd change the prices or how you'd bundle this. Let me know if you guys picked up this collab or if you were deterred by the pricing. Consider subscribing. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.